Hello, Tanikuto! Let me see here. I wanna make sure. One second. I'm gonna use the clanker.
Bluetooth mode.
Right? Testing the clanker.
Shadowski, it says testing the clanker.
Alright. Clanker is online. Ah. And let me see if I can Discord myself here. Hey! Hey! It's working! Alright, welcome to the stream, my guys. I'm gonna try to stream like this. Am I loud? I hope I'm not loud. Okay, hello guys. I'm making this illustration for Kaela beating the game. I did told myself if Kaela beats the game, I'm gonna make a funny illustration. You know, sometimes I really wish we can go back to the day. No, more like not go back. I wish COVID didn't happen. Yeah. I have a really great realization lately that it is due to COVID that a lot of stuff disappeared. You know what I mean? Like for example, back in the day, the there was the internet culture of internet cafe for in the Philippines was so big, and then COVID hit. And once COVID hit, what you call this? Everything changed. A lot of people suddenly learn that you can use your phones for entertainment. And now a lot of PC internet cafes have disappeared throughout the years. I am really lucky that I told my mom before COVID hit hard, I mean. So like it was actually, I still remember this. It was actually like December too. Like my mom was shopping on what gifts in 2018, on what gifts to buy in December, and I saw this laminate. There's this discount for a lamination machine, and then I was like, "Yo, I want to buy this," and my mom was like, "Really? But I don't have. You didn't carry cash, right?" I was like, "No, no, no. Can I use your credit card?" And my mom was complaining about it, like, "You're using my credit card." And I'm like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna pay you back." So we bought it, and I still remember she was nagging about it, about it's not as profitable as I think it is, right? I am wasting money and whatnot, blah blah blah. And soon after COVID hit, that's the only business that made us afloat, basically. And there's also other things that I wish COVID didn't change. One of it is the going out culture. Not going out like dating. Like before you go out just to hang out, you know? People just hang out with friends. Now when you go out, it's now like there should be a, what you call this thing, a point on going out, you know. Gone are the days where you can just hang out with friends, just the point of hanging out. Or maybe I'm become an adult, I don't know. Kind of weird.
TV_Monocket says we have lost our places to just hang out IRL.
That too. We actually lost the places to hang out to. A lot of like, for example, in the Philippines, the hangout places are usually like internet cafe, number one. Like some
TV_Monocket says everything just costs too much money to do stuff and we lost the chill areas to just loiter around.
yeah. Yeah, that is true. But we are in this timeline where COVID did happen, right? And there is a resurgence of.
3182 says Halo.
Hello. The resurgence of
TV_Monocket says I
VTubing.
can't just hang out at my nearby park without someone going, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah, actually, that is true. right now, and even in the Philippines, right? Like, you cannot even like sit in public spaces without people questioning what you're doing. If you're going to a public space, like a park or something, it's just like the logic of just chilling is not an answer. The park is for now, especially where I live, is place where people just meet up and then go. It's basically a meetup place. It's not. It's like a bus stop than what you call this, a hangout place. So most of the time, one of the things I really sad is just the disappearance of the internet cafe culture. You know, I've heard about friends who have the same business as
Animated Puppet
me.
8964 says hello, hello, Shadow and friends.
Oh, hello, animated puppet. Hello. I am creating a chibi illustration of Kaela being smug. There's a lot of things also like COVID change aside from, you know, aside from the
Animated Puppet 8964 says what about Internet Cafe?
oh, what about the internet cafe? A lot of my okay, back in the day in 2015, when I started the internet cafe business, right? There were like a lot of people, a lot of my friends back in the day. I told them to yeah, make an internet cafe, do this. It's very good. I also like told them on how to build the internet cafe. So just to give you an idea, to save money setting up an internet cafe, you do a server-based system. So what does the server-based system do? A server-based system is like you have one PC that runs all the program. The only thing you need on each PC is just RAM, processor, even video card if you have. But we're using like integrated graphics. But you don't need what you call this. You don't need a hard disk because back in the day, like hard drives are very expensive, right? And also, it's so annoying to update each and every PC every morning because each one has a different hard drive. Sure, it doesn't affect them in blackouts, but in a server system, you only update the server and everything just updates. All the PC just updates. And I like it. I like also the old days before because it was a day of like Dota 2 was really big, right? Like there's a lot of what the hell? There's a lot of culture that disappeared because of the a lot of culture
Chibi
disappeared
underscore
because of
Manok, it says you
COVID.
had to do it manually. WK so slow.
I know. So I told my friends that and they applied that and then we were like actually like it was so good back then because I get to hang out like once every year or twice every year we get to hang out in my internet cafe. We eat like tempura, you know, we do a tempura party with a lot of hot sauce. Like we did that like every year. We have ice cream every December, right? Because internet cafe back then was like very profitable. It was extremely profitable that a lot of people try to copy the business and a lot of them failed because
Chibi
they
underscore
thought like
Manok, it says I just miss how in the old day, it really did kind of felt like no pressure when you were just going about your life.
oh that one
Now
too.
it's grind. No
Yeah.
brekkie.
Back then too like before COVID, everything is like the normies and the introverts were
Animated
living
Puppet
together in
8964
peace.
says sounds like a jolly good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. That's why like like I realized a lot of things, a lot of bad things happen after COVID. You know, just in my case, basically. I know each and every person have different experience in COVID. I'm sure Kyla is like one of the people who benefit during COVID season because that's the dawn of VTubing, right? A lot of streamers were like, I still remember back in the day, Twitch was dying. Everyone remember that? Twitch was actually dying, and then COVID happened, and then Among Us happened, and then Twitch revived from the dead. And I still remember back in the day too. Like I heard about, you know, the VTubing stuff, but it was like Fubuki. And the first thing I heard about Fubuki was a clip of her playing some sort of jumping game. So it wasn't like, yeah, my the first hololive character or hololive meme that I got, I exposed to was actually Fubuki. And then I heard about, then COVID happened, and then I heard about Kiryu Coco, and then yeah, the rest is history. But not gonna lie, I lose my extrovert abilities because of COVID. That's actually the main point of why I'm talking about it. I really lose my extroverted side.
Chibi_Monocket says my first technical hollow member intro is Corone.
Corone. Which video that made you become the one that put me, the one that literally put me in the rabbit hole was Fubuki's Pita pa Pineapple. Pita pa Pineapple. Pineapple. Pita pa Pineapple. Yeah, that was.
Chibi_Monocket says water under the fire why?
Yeah, Water Under the Fire. That's a classic. That's an absolute classic. Water Under the Fire. Why? Because again, if I were to think about it, like after COVID, I was with friends, online friends that were
Chibi_Monocket says
bad
hot
for
tiny
me.
turtle house.
I still remember back in the day, like I want to start throwing hololive, and they told me to like, why you try to draw them? There's so many good artists. You're wasting your talent. How about draw this character for me? It's my OC. So I was drawing OCs a lot back in the day because some friends forced me to. Because they keep convincing me that there are way too many people in the community that who would appreciate your work. It's kind of the defeatist. It's really much a defeatist attitude. And I don't blame them because I was convinced to. You know? But you know what they say, it really comes too late. The realization that you're doing the bad decision. So I did cut off these people out of my life. A lot of these people, some of these people actually talk shit about me behind my back. Yeah, I told this story before. Even the people who knows my backstory as a redrawer also backstab me. But now, I'm surrounded with people who actually supports me. Now I'm doing well. You know? Now I realize that yeah, a person could actually improve their lifestyle if they are just surrounded with people who are willing to support the person. You know? And maybe that's why also I am very much supportive with my brother's decision, because I feel if you get like good support, it doesn't feel bad. Though you are pressured to do great things, because unfortunately we live in an Asian society, and the Asian genes teach you to become successful. Failure wasn't an option, basically. Yeah, things that COVID killed. Number one, I think number one is like school. COVID literally killed the education system. This is my point here. Because back in the day, sure there are not everyone has a bad experience in school, but even how bad school back then, I was learning. Now, because of
Swally65 says, Kaela cute also, I'm asleep, just wanted to say hi while I can.
Oh, okay, Andrew. Have a nice sleep. We were talking about what the COVID and what it destroyed in the culture that I missed.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, I lost how to communicate for a while in COVID.
Same. I am very extroverted now. I'm very shy. Back in the day, I was so good at communicating. I still have my talking skills from call center, right?
Swally65
But I
says
lost
COVID made people realize that they don't need to meet new people because all the people they ever need to know they met in school or work. That is Swally65 says, so you can't go to a cafe or a bar and meet new people anymore.
Yeah, that's a thing
That is
too.
Swally65 says, that's my 2 cents, I slept now.
Okay. But back as I was saying, right? Like back in the day, again, it's like I'm gonna put a detour for a bit. I think the reason why we lose the ability to speak to people, because speaking is like singing or art. You really need to use it to
Animated
able
Puppet
to maintain it.
8964 says, good sleep, Andrew.
You know what I mean? Like if I stop drawing, my skills will deteriorate. And COVID was very long. It was very long. We can all agree that shit was a very long time. But it feels very short.
It says Atsu Andrew.
It feels very long and it feels very short at the same time. You know what I mean? Let me check Kaela's stream again. Okay. So I'm just making sure. Just making sure I am drawing it correctly. anyone anyone here has a problem with speaking? Not gonna lie, people say I'm really good at talking, but to be honest, I am just talking until something works. You know, because each and every person have different things that they can talk to. Because I feel bad. No, I feel bad for myself. I lose my extrovertedness because I was with my extroverted brother and I don't know what to say. And I was like, damn, I actually lost my ability to speak. I am very much online pilled and I don't know what topics I could open up that is not online. You know? So I tried to touch grass. I tried to work out recently. Just to see what I could talk to with my brother. And funnily enough, the only thing that me and him that we relate with each other is
TV_Monocket says I have always been an introvert, though it doesn't seem like it sometimes.
oh yeah, some people are ambiverts. Like it's like a percentage, you know? Like I am a 30% extrovert, 70% introvert. But back to what I was saying, uh me and my brother got a connection again because
kind of fast.
we were talking about stuff like the air circulator, dehumidifier, things that adults talk to, like even vacuum cleaners. We were talking about that, and for some reason that sparked something on both of us. Yeah. Both of us actually like talk about the air circulator. What's the difference between an air circulator and an electric fan? It was like, bro, this is actually so good to your new house because you use air conditioner.
8964 says machinery is nice.
Exactly. Machinery talk is really good. So I talk about we were talking about like you should buy an air circulator because this guy uses he has a very strong air conditioner, you know, and it's so strong that he actually uses it to cool the whole house down. And sometimes he got annoyed that there's like a certain part.
Hi Shadowski and chat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy Kaela beat the game in one stream.
I know, right? It's amazing. But as I was saying, he complained about when he uses the electric fan, it only like cools that certain area. It doesn't spread. So I told him about the air circulator. The one I actually bought one, and it's actually really good. And so we were talking about it. I discussed about things like this and that. We're talking about solar panels and shit. And now I have discovered if I really want to talk with my extroverted cousins and friends, I should talk more about appliances. You know? Should talk about this. Like, what's the difference between a microfiber rag than an ordinary rag? What's the difference between an air circulator fan from an ordinary fan? What's the difference between a humidifier and a dehumidifier? Like, I am more sciencey now. At least I got my extroverted-ish skill back. I'm more like a nerd than an extrovert, to be honest. But it is what it is. Rather than not speaking. Now, I can talk about cooking. The problem is, I just realized this. Not everyone can cook. Wait, anyone in chat? can cook. Like, not cook like I can cook rice and egg. No, no, no. Like, cook. Like, can you cook like a dish? Like, something amazing. You know, like, not just soup, just like a stew.
Animated Puppet 8964 says the brain yearned to understand household items. At Cajun Kurisu says instant.
Instant. Yeah. Because I found myself that the most of the peers
Chibi
that I know
it says I like cooking.
doesn't know how to cook. And it bothers me in a spiritual level.
Pacificy 3182 says best I can do is combine pasta with canned tuna. I think it's the most I've done, but it's workable.
You know what? You know what? I'll take that. I'll take pasta with canned tuna. Because again, cooking it takes patience and skill to create a good pasta.
Mike
So you know what?
90 says
I'll
not
take
amazing,
that.
but at least I can cook fried rice. Normal chicken and egg fried rice.
Oh, no, okay, that's cooking. Okay, that's the thing. Now, that is cooking. Now, if you say I can cook egg, that is not cooking. You know? If you say I can cook fried rice, now that is cooking. Sure, it's not complicated, but then again, cooking fried rice is more about patience. You know? Because you need to cut the vegetables into small tidbit parts and blah 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 and put it in together. So
Pacificy 3182 says define cook when cooking egg. At Chibi underscore Monoc it says it takes some time, but I have handmade pho from all steps before. It takes so long. At Animated Puppet 8964 says friend rice and bread is the best I can do.
there are multiple ways to. That is true.
Multiple ways make egg.
That is true. I don't mean like the, like if you said I can cook egg, I can cook poached egg. Sure, that's cooking. But if you say I cook egg and I cook sunny side up, I was like, okay. It's it like a okay moment? Okay, you can cook sunny side up, I guess. But again, back to as I was saying, like when I talk cooking to people, sometimes I am an alien to them. You know, when I do teach a lot of my cousins some of the techniques on cooking, like good chop suey. You know,
Chibi underscore Monoc it says can put bread in da toaster.
like here, you guys know what's a chop suey or a stir fry? Everyone knows about it's a vegetable thing. You have a lot of vegetables. Now the big problem about stir frying is you don't know if the vegetables is cooked, right? Now if you here's a tip. At least you can flex. If you know how to cook just a little bit, you can flex this to your family. Like, I can cook stir fry by doing this. Number one, let me open a new tab, is cut the vegetables to like small chunks. You know, like this is the carrot, like carrot, and like this, just small chunks. So, or maybe long cuts. I actually like long cuts, like a long carrot.
964 says stir fry is called a chop suey.
Yeah, in the Philippines, it calls chop suey. So, what you do is this. To make a easy stir fry steps. Stir fry steps. Number one, cut all veggies small. or meat. Make it like, you know,
underscore tried says because she did a handstand while wearing a skirt.
number 2. Boil water. Make sure it is actually boiling, okay? Once the water is boiled, step 3, put all the vegetables to the boiling water. Veggies in boiling water.
Mike90 says don't forget to create shorts animations from this.
Duration for this is like 1 to 2 minutes. If you actually, like, again, I'm pretty sure your big question, wait, does the veggies cook in 1 to 2 minutes? It doesn't cook. Now, the process of boiling the veggies in the boiling water, it is not cooking them. It's more like making the vegetables wet. It's basically like, you know, it's blanching.
While wearing a skirt. Does that count as not safe FW?
But the skirt defies gravity, so it's safe for work. Look, it defies gravity on my illustration too. And then back to this. So after you boil it for 1 minute, remove the water.
It says blanching.
So after you remove the water, not a lie. Okay, the blanching part is actually really good.
Blanch the veggies to release their flavor.
The good thing about blanching is not about it also release the flavor. It also helps declogging your sink. You know, hot water on the sink declogs the sink. I'll tell you, do this like 1 to 2 times a week. You will feel your sink do better. And then number 4, and then fry everything. Fry everything. The meat, the veggies in in one pot. Make sure it has like a bit of oil. And then after you fry everything, like it's like brownish. When you see the brownish on the vegetables and the meat,
Mike90 says hot water cleans your sink from any insects.
put sauce. You can put soy sauce, oyster sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Yeah. And that's it. After you put everything in, it's really good. If you want to make it very, you know, fancy, you can get a small, you know, a teaspoon of water, you know, like water and cornstarch. Mix it together to have that, you know.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, oh dang, so all this time, I should have blanched it first.
Yeah. Blanching it first is the secret for good. It's really, it's everything. If you make a stir fry noodles with vegetables, blanch it first. You want to eat fresh noodles, blanch it first. Even if you have like carrots, beans, or celery, sayote,
says,
yeah, blanch it
any
first.
Sauce work, but check online to see the best veggies to sauce combo.
That's true. There is a veggie to sauce combo in online that you can actually use. You'll be surprised. Like, cooking is actually easy. It's just people think it's hard.
Chibi_Monocket says, I like caramelizing onions, garlic, but I do this for a lot of recipes.
Hey, same.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, I've just chopped and immediately fry my carrots.
Yeah. That's the wrong process there. Because if you chop and fry your carrots, the carrot is not soft. It's very hard.
Chibi_Monocket says it also can create a lot of mess for after long.
Yeah, that is the thing about that about cutting stuff. You will do a lot of, you know, dishes.
Pacificy3182 says if you practice, you'll slowly improve. I have not made the pasta I said earlier since like 2022 lol. At Quattroperbex says Kaela's skirt is defying physics. At Chibi_Monocket says I actually hate the cleanup the most when cooking. Animated Puppet 8964 says but I like the crunch. At Jenny's art book says the skirt is with double tape.
See, it's glued. The skirt is glued. Even the hair is glued. You know, it's like the same gel that Cloud used in Final Fantasy 7 Advent of Children. It's the same hair gel. You know about cooking? I mean, let me go back to cooking. There is actually something I realized in cooking.
Sheriff Pumpkin
If you
4104 says howdy shadow.
howdy, Sheriff. But something about cooking I realized is that cooking is actually way more fun if you understand each and every process. You know what I mean? Like for example, what is the point that you need to brown the onions? Right? Have you ever questioned why? You know you need to do it.
Working hour. But chopping carrots, onions, radish daikon, and garlic sometimes release your stress.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like there are some science behind it. Like if you caramelize onion, it gives you that natural sweetness on food. That's why if you have caramelized onion and then cook the tomato paste, it's really nice.
I want it crunchy.
I want it crunchy. But yeah, like it also gives like a lot of like it releases like some enzymes to make the wait. Why am I making this a taco? This is a pemalo. I accidentally make the pemalo taco. My default brain is making the pemalo a taco. What the fuck?
Quattroperbex says damn YouTube knows to filter commando. Chibi_Monocket says when the spirit of the taco takes over what?
Oh no, the taco dachi inside of me is controlling me.
Quattroperbex says Fortois forever.
Fortois forever. Fortois! Wah! But seriously though, again, learning what steps in cooking means gives you more knowledge on cooking. Surprisingly. Like even just normal skills. Like for example, you know, why do you need to chop onions? There are times you need to chop onions very finely. There are some times that you need to chop onions very long. There's also times you need to chop garlics like.
Quattroperbex says, brother, I'm reading your copy. UTF is Kaela Kovalskia.
No, it's the other version of Kaela.
Ajax-Kovalskia says afternoon chat. Animated Puppet 8964 says welcome Ajax.
Can I make it Kaela's face over here to zoom it in?
Chibi_Monocket says Halo Ajax. Quattroperbeck says also Kaela ain't built different for that. She's just the light version of a Dark Souls veteran.
Light version of a Dark Souls veteran. Okay, let me remove some stuff here. 50.
Chibi_Monocket says oh random tangent, did you know there is a cleaning product called Ajax?
Oh, I actually heard about Ajax, a cleaning thingy. Doctor
Ajax-Kovalskia says the blue thing. At Quattroperbeck says Kaela. I play rage game to relax. Me playing Elden Ring for 5 hours to unwind. Haha, sure buddy. You ain't cool enough to hang with the cool kids yet. At Chibi_Monocket says it's because Ajax is stronger than Grease.
anti-gravity. Good. Right, time to caller. This is the post I'm going to make. I have to flip Kaela over. Oh, you know, I really wish that Caillou would release Holocure update like within.
Jump back on Holocure when the new update finishes.
I was going to talk about Holocure actually. I really wish like Caillou would number one release Holocure this year, and number two, I hope she changed Kaela's ultimate. Though Kaela right now is like Kaela's ultimate right now is very unique to her. She's it, again, it makes Kaela very balanced. You can actually go for more weapon build, or or a main weapon build, or a collab build, because of the ability that she can gain main weapon damage. I really hope she can make it, Caillou would make it more relevant to her character, basically. I don't know, maybe, like, they're gonna do the Sukuna thing. Sukuna fire arrow thing. I don't know. Yeah. Also, yesterday, Kaela said she haven't played any rage game. I was like, yo, that was a lie. She played a lot of rage game. She played the rage game with Muna. I was like, yo, that was a lie. She absolutely played a lot of rage game. Nani? Nani kore? But seriously, I really want to
says her
play
character is
Hololive.
playing cute little indie games. At Ajax-Kovalskia says Sukuna weaker than Kaela is canon. At Animated Puppet 8964 says on the note of games, do you play Idol Showdown?
I did play Idol Showdown, but I am not a big fan of fighting games. Again, because of my old age, my reaction time is shit. You know?
Chibi_Monocket says WKWKWK. Though I don't know if you would. Last post I saw was they are firing on the first two-ish wave of characters.
Now, Caillou said he's going to release 9 characters. So if it's 9, so 100% it would be Nepo Labo and
Chibi_Monocket says fixing.
what you call this thing? Holox.
But I don't enjoy Idol Showdown.
Because if you think about it, Nepo Labo is 4, Holox is 5, so that's 9 characters. So we will get Advent way later, I guess. It's still in the concept, right? People are complaining Caillou's slow update really gives you the idea of that's how good the game is when people are complaining of slow updates.
Animated Puppet 8964 says that would make sense, I guess. At Quattro Quebec says they will always be holified to me. Ajax-Kovalskia says Holix, Iroha, Laplace, Chicane, and
I still remember Iris meeting the first time she's meeting si Kia. Oh, it's the child! Yo, the child! This is it, the child!
Story of the Solo, death-free death.
I really love the
Chibi_Monocket says Chloe.
how how Iris is like, this is, yeah, it's the child, Iris. Stop making it sus. It is the child. Why you keep saying it's the child? The child. uh, I do love Holocure.
Quattro Quebec says you forgot Koyori. And Mandayu says yo, cute drawing.
Hey! Thank you, Nandayo. I am drawing this because Kaela beat the game, surprisingly, in 5 hours. I'm very impressed. So I was like, you know what? I'll draw something for her before I go back to my slumber of making animations.
Quattro Quebec says Kaela is cute.
Indeed, she's cute.
Ajax-Kovalskia says Kaela got 1 more hour buff.
What? Kaela got 1 hour. Yeah, she did. She did. Again, it's very impressive that she actually beat the game. Like, you can't even force me to play a rage game without any rewards. You know? But she casually plays it, you know?
Quadrabeck says you must be easily impressed then. The day Kaela picks up a Souls game and completes it by herself is the day I will ever admit she's done something impressive, as that's out of her comfort zone.
Because again, for me, I don't really play rage game, okay?
Quadrabeck says rage games are rather short. Shoe-Pied Rabbit says lol love the name Kovalskia.
Okay, rage game is short, but it doesn't mean...
Jetfire31 says how's this game compared to other rage games?
I mean, so far, looking at this rage game, it's not that difficult, but still, a rage game is a rage game, guys. Think about it. Like, the holo cure thingy took me 5 hours, but seriously, for me to play the whole holo cure to finish it, I'm gonna tell you my secret. I was drunk. I literally drank in the middle of the day for me to get that game to 100%. Okay?
Quadrabeck says, not that difficult, then it isn't a rage game.
Now, it's a rage game, but what I mean by not that difficult, it's not the same as... What you call this? It's not the same as the one at the wooden one, the glass one.
Souls like that. Where are my Kuso game enjoyers?
Kuso game. Where's my gacha game enjoyers?
Puppet 8964 says drunken fist off style.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
20 says just finished GG Enrico and pass by.
Oh, hello. Hello, Miku. Have a nice day. Man, Ian Rico for me is so like I really want to join in, but it's such a big story. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things to be updated if you want to watch Ian Rico. Ian Rico, yeah. Like I see the clips, you know, I see the clips of Ina trying to combat Mokopoli by being a jeweler herself. That's really cool. Also, Koseki Bijou is really just, you know, being a jeweler out of spite. I saw Raura too trying to escape the Matrix.
Why everyone's memories got wiped again.
I don't know.
At Hansu Matsuri says Halo Neck Doctor. At Ajax-Kovalskia says Laura found the 1 sheets. Quatrokerbeck says nah, but if there's one game I want Kaela to try, it's Ina Dream Barbecue. Cool indie game that's definitely up her alley. At Mikuru20 says the sheep in watching.
The sheep in watching, yeah, the sheep. What is it? It's such a poetic way for Raura to get back. Like, you know, like the sheep just looking at Raura and then suddenly she teleported back.
Everyone.
Good morning. Hello. Hello. Mr. Captain Balok. Welcome.
Ajax-Kovalskia says afternoon tap. Animated Puppet 8964 says that's just Guatemala.
Ngayong wala
Teammate
ka
Puppet
na.
8964 says, welcome Cat.
Man. Sometimes, I wish that there's no such thing as copyright, but
Chibi
it
underscore
exists.
Monotic says, I still think it's funny how they canonically killed Kiera since she doesn't have the time IRL to play this season.
I know, right?
Sheep-eyed Rabbit says, I'm just watching their clips since IDK the story's lore a bit. At Quattro Quebec says, did you see the sequel to Tam Bender where Crony got her revenge?
Oh, I saw the Roa. Tam Thunder Roa revenge.
Mikuru20 says they even made Shakira brave. Pacificy 3182 says wrote it. Chibi underscore Monotic says then they raided her grave and crucified her lol. Mikuru20 says Roa find the gap. It's all simulation.
It's all a simulation. They're all in the Matrix. What the hell? Man, there is again. I did see
Chibi
the
underscore
website.
Monotic says her god eyes are too off mods nerf her.
I did see what you call this, a website for Ian Reco summary. I click on it. I was like, oh my god, this is not a summary. This is literally a light novel.
Ajax Kavalskia says, did y'all remembered all the things Enrico Part 1? At Quattro Quebec says, how'd they kill Kiera? Simple. By spreading the phoenix's ashes across the ocean waters.
Damn. That's actually a good way. That's actually a good lore. Killing how to kill a phoenix. Spread its ashes to the water.
Mikuru20 says this chapter is just a mess in a good way. At Shady Makey says I haven't watched today's yet. At LeoMega6795 says if you asked Kaela to do a marathon of those games, she would just do it for the laughs and clear it all in 1 week, give or take.
Maybe. That is a huge possibility. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. This the game. I think the reason why I stopped watching Ian Rico, because Fauna, Ame, Mume left. I do like the library story back then.
Mikuru20 says maybe. The sheep is Kaela, mods also, after all. At Sheep-eyed Rabbit says Shadowski karaoke win. Lol.
You guys really want me to do a karaoke,
Shady Makey says I really love Gonathan's story.
Gonathan, the loyal knight.
Ajax-Kovalskia says, man, I am so bored I could mix Listerine with Coca-Cola and drink one glass in one gulp. At Quattro Quebec says there's no aim for Gonathan this time. At Beanimated Puppet 8964 says, holy, I just found the Enrico archives. I'm going to read this till the end. Thanks, Shadow.
Now you found it.
says, I have never really consumed much Enrico related content besides Cook Woman Properly. At
Woman,
When he says
Cook
Gonathan's storyline is
properly.
at Shady Mickey says Gonathan deserves to be happy.
I mean, there's a lot of things in Enrico that, you know, there are memes in Enrico that was built, like wooden shovel.
Chibi underscore Monocket says, I'm here for the doomed Yuri with a Merkindin peasant.
Unique. That's unique. Emerkind and peasants doomed Yuri. Alright, time to shade. I am done with the base. Now time to the shading.
says, all I know about Enrico are people cringing over their first ever songs, no one shopping at Fuawa's stand, and Shiori being the villain. Shady Mickey says, I love the peasant arts.
It would be nice, you know, like they will do a plot twist. They will show Ame at the end. That would be such a good plot twist for Enrico.
Shady Mickey says, no, Fuawa is too lonely to watch every time I watch Hair. Quattro Quebec says, oh, and Tan Timber, who could forget that? Ajax-Kovalskia says, Monster was a good music TBH. At Mikuru20 says, by the way, I successfully escaped from Kaela stalking.
You did? Why did you say it here? She will know. Now she will stalk you again. What have you done? What have you done? You have escaped the Matrix, the surveillance, and you said it here. Now she will like...
Underscore Monocket says, for now, law. At Quattro Quebec says, me who's never been stalked by Kaela. Hey, amateur. Animated Puppet 8964 says, you doomed us all.
You do my son.
Pacificy 3182 says, I wonder when my Twitter will be stalked by Kaela. At Chibi underscore Monocket says, monkey paw finger uncurls. At Mikeso90 says, why? You should not have said that.
You know, a lot of people were like, oh, I want Kaela to stalk me. I was the same. I was the same back then. I was like, oh, I wish Kaela would like stalk my artworks in Black One. And then when she stalks you, you will feel the sense of dread. You know, like, oh my god, I said this. I said that. Why did I say that? She's looking at it. I'm a fool. Yeah, that will happen to you.
Quattro Quebec says, I should start drawing Kaela art just to make fun of her LMAO.
True. One of us. One of us.
Quattro Quebec says, nah, I want Topino Sora to stop me like she does for her viewers. Pacificy 3182 says, my Twitter is different from my YT, so I wonder how, if cross-platform stalking would work. At Mikuru20 says, maybe we should laugh silently when Kaela stopping other Holopens XD. At Mikeso90 says, you obviously did not learn from KU.
True. Caillou is, you know, a different breed of fan. He's a legendary fan, you see. It's hard to learn from someone that talented.
Animated Puppet 8964 says KU was the original victim. At Quattro Quebec says I'm gonna find Kaela's covert Discord account that's totally in our server and ban it to oblivion.
So, if there's something I would say to you, you guys will have a hard time finding Kaela's account.
Chibi_Manopit says I'm still kind of sad that KU doesn't post their personal arts anymore.
My man,
Ajax-Kovalskia
Caillou
members
is
talking their fans as a 50-50 world event chance.
Caillou is such a busy guy, to be honest. If you really think about it, like knowing how difficult animation work is, I'm still surprised that he has like free time. You know?
Pacificy3182 says if we're real, we know that Kaela has 70 alternative accounts. At Quattro Quebec says remember not to fly too close to the sunlight with Russia. At Chibi_Manopit says oh I know.
Such a weird. Why Kaela is so weird? No, it actually. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. A friend of mine told me that is all VTubers weird. I told him no, not all VTubers are weird. And then he says, why are you following this girl then? I was like, she's fun. No, she's more weird than fun. No, she's fun. I don't know, dude. This girl is weird because apparently, a person such a big, you know.
Mikuru20 says why no. Quattro Quebec says Kaela is pretty dumbo.
As you said, as a person with a very big following, she's very much active with fans.
Lord Jobodo says yo. Oh.
Yo, Lord Jobodo, yo.
Chibi_Manopit says not everyone is weird, but everyone is eccentric.
Exactly. Kaela is eccentric. Nah, she's weird.
Quattro Quebec says also where are your SCs?
Okay, the reason why my SC is disabled, because I tried to verify my AdSense account in YouTube and it failed. Now I am locked. The account is locked and I cannot dispute it for 30 days. So 30 days of no SC. It's not I fucked up, okay? It's just YouTube decided.
Says everybody is weird, except for you, which makes you weird.
That's so deep. I can see Adele rolling. Everybody is real, except for you. It just makes you the weird one. That's a paradox right there.
Shady Mickey says why did you fail to verify Haya?
That's the thing.
And Ajax-Kovalskia says damn bro.
The reason why I failed the verification or identification, I showed them my NBI. They say invalid ID, cannot identify. Okay, send my national ID. They still said cannot identify. Like what the fuck? This is legit the thing in the only thing in the Philippines you can verify. And NBI is the highest form of identification in the Philippines. So I was like, you know what? I'll send them my PhilHealth. I sell my PhilHealth card. And they say it failed, and then they lock the account down. So I cannot do anything about it. Unfortunately. I was so scared that you guys might send some SC while my account is locked. So I disabled it. Now because I disabled it, I cannot access.
Quattro Quebec says to be fair, how TF are they supposed to verify a purple blob wearing a bandana?
They have my. Okay. Listen to this, Quattro Quebecs. They have my account details. Okay? For me paying my membership for Kaela. Think about it. I have an account that pays a monthly
Shane Mickey
membership
says all Pemelos
for
look the same.
someone that literally for 1 year. And now I try to verify myself. They say it's not me. So basically, they're so if they're gonna take the money, no verification needed. Instant, instant take the money without any question. However, if you take money from them or you earn money from them, the verification is like you failed. Ah, no, lockdown. Ah, try next time,
Mike90
bitch.
says AWTH. That
I know.
Quack says because tacos have no rights.
No, I have no rice. Them only cookies, no rice. Is it the rice? Oh, no rice. Yeah, I have no rice. It kind of sucks though.
20 says this is how buy and sell works, sad face. At chibi_Manok it says you sound like what I had to go though on managing my Yahoo account. I hate Yahoo.
So yeah, that's why the SC stopped right now, because again, if you pay them, it's easy, but you get paid, it's very hard. Am I sad? I mean, of course I'm sad, but I don't really mind at the moment because in the end, my main goal for this channel is to raid Kaela. I am 60% there, you know. Just a few months of grind, I would eventually have the opportunity to send Kaela back to her own stream, which would be very funny.
Mike90 says got to go. Need to deliver some invoices and other documents. Work, chat.
Okay, Mike,
Quack
bye-bye.
says Core don't like it when the money flows away from them.
But they don't understand. It's still gonna come back to them though. What? It's like me super chatting Kaela. Is she here? She's not here,
Mike90
right?
says 07.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, guys.
_Manok it says adios Mike. At Mikuru20 says bye. At Quackroverbeck says Kayla better raid you first then.
You know, let me tell you something. This is very funny.
Animated Puppet 8964
I
says
made-
to Mike.
I made a secret pack that the money that Kyla gave to me is the same money I'm gonna super chat to her. That's why you see me super chatting lately. It's basically just Kaela money. The money that she gave me that she paid me for super chats, I'm just sending it back to her. Small increments, taxable, but at least like
Game_A says you should raid Sumo.
I should wait so.
Animated Puppet 8964 says infinite money. At Ajax-Kovalskia says Shadow. At what count are you able to activate monetization?
1K. 1K. I can get super chats now, but for monetization need to be 1K. I have a plan to get 1K fast, but it's all about animation. The most meticulous part.
Quackroverbeck says damn I got filtered again.
Filtered. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, believing on a prayer, here I am.
Quattro Quebec says I need to clean up my studio if I'm gonna draw again though. It's a mess RN.
To be honest, like art is such a nice thing to do.
Quattro Quebec says unfortunately my work ethic for employment isn't the same as my work ethic at home.
Same.
Quattro Quebec says at work, alright let's get this done and do it right. At home, LMAO I'm not doing anything today.
That is the problem about at-home work, for sure. You need to force yourself to move because laziness is so strong. Oh, we're halfway there. Huh?
Shady Mickey says it's too hot these days to Uber.
You know what? I'm gonna change the reaction. The amount of reactions should be changed.
Quattro Quebec says funny enough my best motivation seems to be doing things out of spite for someone. I literally cut my own hair because my mother wouldn't if I didn't mow our lawn LMAO.
Spite. Legit, the strongest motivation. That's actually the main reason why Koseki Bisho and Ian Rico became a jeweler. It's actually spite against Mokoko.
Ajax-Kavalskia says a question to everyone here. What's the most craziest thing have y'all done to a drink? Mine was mixing cola or other soda with things.
Bruh.
The Nibbin says hello Shadow Sand.
Hey!
Number 69. At Shady Mickey says Mokoko is so evil these days. Quattro Quebec says yeah, so for example if Kaela were to be like, "Long you'll never make me any fan art," I'd probably post something out of sheer spite for that statement. At Lord Jogodo says I mixed water with lemon.
You know, in terms of drinks,
Animated Puppet 8964 says
now I
"This is
think
for the
about
fun
it.
bad." At Caramelcorn 224 says hello.
Hello Cameron! Welcome to the stream. I am actually finishing right now.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, oh wait to a drink NDM.
I don't really drink because okay, most of the time my brother does the alcohol drinks, and I remember that they put like
1224 says, one a year
Sprite, some gin, some alcohol, some juice. I'm not sure what he put in on that drink. But my brother is kind of my extroverted brother is kind of the guy for that. I can tell you what you call this, what I cook. The weirdest thing I cook rather than the weirdest thing I drank.
Shady Mickey says, Shadow, I think Gerard is upside down.
Nah, this is correct. It is indeed upside down, as it is indeed.
Quattro Quebec says, well damn, now I wanna get a drink and a snack before resuming STS2. Be sure to finish your whoa who I am I kidding, of course you'll finish. And Quattro Quebec says, see ya around.
See ya, bro. You know what? This is fine. This is totally fine. The background must be more.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, CYA Quattro Quebec. That Shady Mickey says, who's a good pub in Enrico today?
Trim and trim.
Ajax-Kovalskia says, Shadow, don't forget to add your signature somewhere.
Yeah. I need to put my signature, huh? In the background, I guess.
Mikuru20 says, see you. Shady Mickey says, someone stealing your art now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people being. But there are some people who legit ask for permission, and there's some people who are try to own what I do. I don't really mind, but people that follows me are quite concerned about it. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me do my signature.
Shady Mickey says the signature gone. David Musafdev says, oh, I didn't know you stream. Thank you, YouTube, for the recommendation. And Ajax-Kovalskia says, imagine having your heart stolen and being sold in a convention.
Oh wait, Davey Softdeck, hello! Hello, dude. Yeah, I just streamed like recently, not recently, 4 months ago. Kaela. Nice.
The Niven says, hello, DAB.
Wait, did I show up in your recommendation list? For some reason? That's another like, you know, random well-known holo fan that joined in my stream. But welcome, sir, welcome. Yeah, I'm just joining Kaela. As you have noticed, I am very much even though I look like a taco, I am a pemalo at heart.
David Musafdev says, niece, love your Kaela fan arts.
Ah, thank you. How many hours am I doing this? What the fuck? 1 hour and 30. Okay, guys, good. Good time, good time.
Ajax-Kovalskia says, David. Ajax-Kovalskia says, seems familiar.
Yeah, he's the guy. Remember the game where like there was like 100 pemalos, like 100 Guriela pemalos. He's the software guy. He's the one who made the game.
Mikuru20 says, welcome to the non-sprec hideout.
Yeah, welcome to the non-secret hideout, by the way. there are times you would see a random Kaela in stream. Okay, now to post this on Twitter. To commemorate Kaela's achievement. You know, because
Ajax-Kovalskia says that that guy the one created that hololive card game.
oh, did you? Yeah, I think he also created the card game too. Yeah, yeah. I just remember Mr. David's software on the Gorilla game.
Ajax-Kovalskia says, oh yeah, the delivering hope. I played that a lot in my phone. Animated Puppet 8964 says, getting popular, aren't you, Shadow?
Hey, if you spam a lot of fan art, people would eventually notice your name. If you spam a lot of fan art every day, there is a high chance that they would see what I'm working with, you know? It's not just unique to me. Alright, I'm done with my Kaela daily fan art. Now for my actual work. What is my actual work? I need to make an animation. What the hell?
Lord Joboto says it's not spam.
Not spam. But I do realize though I get more followers when I don't post anything. I was like, damn, why? But then again, like commissions and stuff can
The
be.
Ubisoft that says I'm glad you like my games. I'll try to keep making more. Maybe if I need some art, I'll message you in the future.
Hey, I would love that. I would love to work with you. By the way, I have a lot of ideas for games, but I'm sure it's very complicated. Like I have an idea to make a Slay the Spire game, but what holomems? I mean, at this point, every type of game has like a holomem version, like Vampire Survivors for Holo Cure. There's already like Plants vs Zombies for Holo versus Robo. Why not just create like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I get like a Slay the Spire one.
Ajax-Kovalskia says Mr. David, when updating the card game. You_tried says I'm trying to convince my friend to make a Tamagotchi game with Subaru.
You know what? I'm gonna do another commission, but this looks really weird. You know.
Chibi_Monocket says Sonyeon did make a Slate Bear Spire-esque hollow game with Ella as a skin as one of the characters.
Ooh, okay. This would need a lot of like very good coloring anatomy, but I think I can do it. I 100% think I can actually do it. I'm gonna make a draft for now, because I'll work on this while I am making my animation commission. No, seriously though, like I'm surprised people commission me for animation. Like I'm not that great, but I guess I'm very cheap for a animator. Huh. And the corner of the car. Also, I actually posted if you guys haven't seen it yet, I have finished this one. My I don't know what to I don't know what to title this. I was like, this is not about plug suits. It's a holo Evangelion parody at all. This is like the famous pose for Asuka, also the famous shy pose for Shinji.
Animated Puppet 8964 says, bro, did you change VGM?
What?
At Chibi_Monocket says Tamagotchi Nene, Subaru, and Baibu. At the Bigusop that says nice mini manga.
No, I didn't change BGM. What the fuck? Oh, I just realized you can actually see me streaming in the status. What? How can I hide that? That's so weird. Anyways.
Ajax-Kovalskia says Evangelion. Damn bro no. Right that Soja boy.
Man, crack that Soja Boy and Vesper, such an old-time classic, damn. Now in the story of all this such, damn. I'm quite sad, damn.
U_Tried says of course Ares is wearing a golden skin suit.
It's a plug suit, not skin suit. It fits her though. Also, I still remember there was a talk about why does hololive have such
U_Tried says well she literally asked for it law. At Chibi_Manok it says Teddy or skin tight for safety.
like you know what's funny about hololive fans? I still remember there was like a post. I'm not sure which one was it. But they said, why there are a lot of very talented hololive fans in hololive? You know, and then I think, oh yeah, actually that is true. We have Kanauru.
V3D says, oh what's this take oh god.
I'm just doing a draft. A draft here.
V3D says why YPU get so silent.
Oh, sorry. Was I silent? Was I silent? I'm you don't think the thing about anatomy, I really need to like analyze, especially muscles.
Animated Puppet 8964 says I just got reminded of Baibu in Golden Frieza suit.
Okay, this is nice.
Chibi_Manok it says locking in.
Absolutely locking in.
V3D says well I am still at work but hope everything goes well.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm sending you the draft tonight. By the way, for the animation, I actually have got it, but I cannot open it on stream because if I open it, my stream will going to kill itself.
Says Shadow needs to focus during anatomy phase.
Oh yeah.
U_Tried says I just drew a piece of ham that looks so delicious I low-key so proud of it.
Hey, you know what? Drawing food.
V3D says don't stress.
Oh, don't worry. The thing is, like, again, my PC is shit. When I try to open Sai and then animation, while have the clanker, my PC commits seppuku. Like, my PC is like, I cannot do this, boss. Then restarts my PC. Boss, I cannot do it.
V3D says soon take oh god soon you shall gain power.
Hey, yeah, that is true.
Manok it says damn PC Chan committing Sudoku. At Ajax-Kovalskia says PC so tired damn.
Don't worry guys, soon you will see me using Clip Studio, right? And also with a new PC with new setup, and also I want to add a VTuber avatar.
With his new PC. That Animated Puppet 8964 says, Mr. Shadow I don't feel too good.
I have my taco avatar actually. I haven't showed it to anyone yet because I love it. I want to see what's the people's reaction on how scuff I make it. You know, it's so scuff, dude.
You_tried says my render skill is a bit lacking lately. Should I replace my 3060 with a 4090 Ti? And Ajax-Kovalskia says Shadow upgrading himself while Kaela wasn't watching. Animated Puppet 8964 says Shadow going to have limbs.
No, I don't have. I still don't have limbs. Just some very small tentacles. As you see here in my current GIF, I am drawing, bouncing with my very small hands.
Hikaru20 says yes.
Anatomy is such a dude. Why is anatomy such a hard thing? Why art is hard?
says TBH my work PC has AA 4500.
What?
Animated Puppet 8964 says suddenly he became a buff, take the law. You_tried says why human body so complicated. I want to talk to the manager of the one who designed it.
Is there a number to God? I want to talk about human anatomy and why is this complicated? Why can't you make it simpler? Whew. Actually, I haven't eaten lunch. What the fuck? It's already, what time is this? It's 2:40. Need to eat lunch.
David Musopdev says good luck with your art. I gotta go sleep soon. And you_tried says don't get me started on the wiring blood veins.
Okay, David. Thank you for hanging out with the stream. I hope you have a great time, dude. Have a good sleep, dude. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Again, you don't need to, like, share that I am streaming. I am... I'll tell you right now, before you go, the reason why I stream is to have the opportunity to raid Kaela.
Chibi_Manok says adios David. And Mikuru20 says you wanna know the PC spec. Mikuru20 says GN David.
Put the respect on the guy's name.
That says nice strat.
That guy is a legend. Mr. David Uwu, software developer. David Uwu. I'm so stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna take lunch.
Says GN David.
If you guys can wait, I can make lunch and eat. You can guys watch this artwork of. Just focus on this one. Look how good I made the plug suit. I'll be back. Kaela. Don't worry, I just need to like open a can good, like a sardines and eat. I just need rice. Just rice. And I found it.
Chibi_Monocket says he's gonna get him with the choo-choo cannon.
Ah, ha! I got you guys. You cannot choo-choo me. I'm always here. Let's see how's Twitter going today.
Mifuru20 says choo-choo-choo.
Who is that when they're angry they end up crying instead? I actually know about this. People who cry when they're angry are usually very kind people because they cannot think about hurting other people.
Mifuru20 says pat pat pat.
What? Oh, yeah, the automatic cooking. Yeah.
Back again 3676 says bruh.
Oh yeah.
William Schneer says, are you looking for new memes?
No, I am eating. I'm eating right now. That's why. Wait. Currently eating. Mm-hmm.
Back again 3676 says nice, can I eat with you?
Sure. The fuck? Oh! The pole didn't move. It's just the water moves. Holy fuck! It's legit a optical illusion. That's cool. Pretty cool. The person say, I
William
suck,
says cute.
I suck at art, and then see this artwork. What the fuck? Wait, Kyler is Filipino? What? Their picture is Filipino? I know Hughes. What the fuck?
William Schner says, is it true y'all have an active volcano eruption?
It is. We do have an active volcano eruption. And it's still erupting at this moment. It's so hard to find memes lately because most of the memes right now are like copied from other memes, you know? Oh, is this the guy who said Moots? Oh yeah. So if you guys didn't know, this guy got a lot of backlash because he keeps posting like a small artist, and a lot of people's like are complaining about him crying about small artists. And then when you click on his media tab, right on this guy's media tab, it's just the same post. Like what the fuck is this media tab? It's all just the same thing. There's no progress at all. Like my media tab, someone looks like that, but at least it's like
William
different.
Schner says, yeah, Rain needs a meme for her next Digimon stream winking face.
What?
You_tried says, lol, I was wondering about if I should tell you about this guy.
Oh yeah. Now it annoyed me a bit because you know why? I never asked for a lot of things, you know. But I grinded.
Can't skip my message laughing face. That animated puppet 8964 says he was begging for a job. At Chibi_Manocket says, oh, I remember that. They are only promising begging in the media tab.
Like look at my media tab. My media tab doesn't look the same.
Leo Mega
And I appreciate that more.
Golden is.
Now he's doing a apology letter, which is like, this is not how, if you want to apologize, post more of your post, right? Rather than saying the what? The ring guy has a happy ending. Alright, let me clean up my stuff and then I will continue drawing.
You_tried says, I've got too many of my arts that got way more reach than I deserve, so I just accept normally my art would rock and keep drawing.
That's good.
Mikaru20 says, Daniel finally went happy face. back again. 3676 says K Shadow.
Oh, what? I'm fine. I'm back. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now. I tried to make this animation, but Kaela. I'm pretty sure if I drew this animation, but for Kaela, Kaela would really love it. You know, this dance animation.
Yukuru 20 says DMCA coming in 3, 2.
DMC coming in 3, 2. Alright, let me try to
William
close
says
everything.
she would.
Please, do not close. You can do it, PC. Here it is. I actually tried, you know? For now, it's not yet good, but I think I can do it. Did I make this? Maybe I should.
William says to it.
Now let us analyze first.
Yukuru 20 says Beulah, let's go.
The movement. Let's analyze the movement. Second. I know it's DMCA galore, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this from scratch. I see the idea. In the animation, right? Let's analyze the animation for now. It has how many frames? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So if we're gonna make the foot, it should be like this, right? If you're trying to animate the foot here, so the foot is like this, like, you know, there is the base of the foot. Like tapping, I guess. Let's make it a shape. I mean, I do need like a warm up for animation before I do my animation work, to be honest. So this is like a good warm up for sure. So the foot is like this, right? Ah. So basically what the animator do is that this one is like, it's like 2 frames. It's like one here, like a tap. Man, it's so silent without background. and then a kick. This frame 1, and then frame 2 is like a kick. The foot here is down. A bit down, I guess. And then back to the tapping. Let's copy this one. And then the other foot kicks. Let's see from here. $16. Okay, the main animation of the foot is correct. It's just the bounce. What? Hello? My screen disappeared for some reason. Nice. Nice. Okay. So basically, in between these scenes, there is an in between here where the leg this one touches first. Maybe I shouldn't try to. Maybe I should brute force it. You know, brute force the animation. By brute force, I mean do it like this. Just draw Kaela immediately.
20 says, why don't just download an analysis it frame by frame?
I can do that, but it doesn't actually help me improve. You know what I mean?
William Schner says, show the animation who is boss.
Let's make a stickman Kaela. Like a simple Kaela, I mean. So basically low effort Kaela over here. Very low effort Kaela. First we need to have the hand over here. Let's make it like she's wearing a short for now. Wait, when you raise her hand, okay, so when the hand is raised, the arm is over here. The other arm is over here. And it's a kick, right? Yeah, it's a kick. So this is a kick. Again, animation is fun to do, but it's very, very, very meticulous. It is frame 1. You have Kaela frame 1 over here. Let's just make sure this is like a short. And it's a short and a t-shirt Kaela. You know, let's put the ribbon just to emphasize Kaela over here. Again, this is only a draft, guys. Alright, this, and then
Happy Game 3676 says, have you want to try rotoscope to make it faster?
what the hell is rotoscope? What the hell is a rotoscope? Yo, what's a rotoscope? What's a rotoscope? I heard about rotoscope, but I actually don't understand what the hell is rotoscope.
Animated Puppet 8964 says tracing a live performer, tracing actual human movement.
Ah, tracing. I can technically do that, but I don't know. I feel like, I mean, rotoscoping is like, is good for sure. The problem is, how can you trace a like, okay, I'm gonna tell this right now. Krita back then has a program where you put the a video in, it will going to distribute it by frames. Unfortunately, Krita right now is shit. Even you put a video in, it doesn't really do anything. You know, it doesn't rotoscope it, I guess. But the old Krita animation did before. That's why I'm very confused on what happened to Krita.
Chibi_Monocket says time to revert back to an old version Sag.
But the problem for the old version again is like it has also, it doesn't have stabilizer. Like currently I still hate the line stabilizer of Krita. But it's like it's better than nothing, you know? Level. This is what I call brute forcing. Brute forcing the animation.
Haru-plus-01 says hello.
Hello Haru, I am welcome. Welcome to the stream where I brute force an animation. Welcome, welcome.
Haru-plus-01 says hail away to you. Animated Puppet 8964 says hello Haru. Abdenivan says welcome Haru.
What I'm doing right now is I'm copying
It says hello Haru.
the Cronies new animation dance, but Kaela. I think I got it. So 1, 2, 3, then kick to the left. So I copy it here.
Haru-plus-01 says Kayla dance dance.
Now it sounded so weird what I'm doing right now, but I assure you, it will work. Brute forcing is what I always do, you know. Let's see here. Clip N number 16. Okay. Now I got the motion. Next is the bounce. So how did they make the bounce is the question, right? So bouncing is actually just movement in the middle. So here, I can make it up, and then it goes down. Here, up, then up. Up and down. Wait. So up, down, up, down, up. You see? There's a bounce on it now. You can feel now from very static, now it's moving. It's like bouncing around. The same as the animation behind me. It's not as smooth because I still need to put in-betweens. But I already got the you know, I already got the action from the animation already. A bit slow because I'm using 12. But I think if I put it on 24, I got it. No, it's not 24, 16. So yeah. Surprisingly, it's working out well. Brute forcing always works. Now I just need to draw Kaela properly. Have the angle right, because the angles is so wrong. Like this should be like this. This is like here, a bit bigger. I guess. Up. Then here. This bigger. Then here, down, smaller, up, and then here, here, Now I see there's an in-between. There's a secret in-between before the jump. And if I get that right, this will be so good. Or I know, at least quite the same, basically. Like seriously, if I change the eyes to like smiling, it's already like there.
20 says when life give you lemon, just YOLO it.
When life gives you lemon, YOLO it. There's also like hair movement to make it like really nice. Things I need to add is like bounce, you know, like here. If I'm gonna make a jacket, like Kaela's jacket, like, imagine this is the Kaela's jacket. We should make it bounce a bit. because there's still less like movement in the hair. That's why it looks so stiff at the moment. But then again, it's a brute force method. Is That's how you get. That's what you get in brute force method. I mean. I don't wanna be a fool in this game for two, but I need to guess me right. Baby. Yeah. So I now I got it. I just did a lot of cleaning up. I need to make it like a proper chibi, proper outfit. I got the dance already, actually. Let's post this. Alright guys, I know you just watched me right now, but I have a problem. I really need to focus on what I'm going to do. I cannot show it on screen. You know the one that I said to Jablo, I'm gonna send him the sample. But the animation I'm gonna do is this one. The animation I'm gonna do is this one. Just replicate, not this one. Blah blah blah. No, not this one. I'm gonna do this animation. So yeah, I need to do this animation today. So I think I'm ending stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do that animation today. I need to focus on it. So I am done for now. Yeah. All right.
Mikuru20 says Flanker Chan. Test. At Williamshire says have a good day. Shadow and Pamela.
Oh, a lot of
At
things.
TV_Monocket says fun.
I'm gonna post another one later because again, animation is such a tiring job. I need to do another thing while I'm doing an animation. It's like you know, remember that time I was like streaming. Yeah, you know, remember that time I was streaming, and then you guys were surprised I was actually doing animation for Kaela. Yeah, that's the thing I'm doing right now. I'm streaming today while I'm very busy because I'm actually doing animation for another person. Anyways, adios. I learned something new. Like, it's actually better to end the stream using YouTube Studio than using OBS, apparently. So I'm gonna try it right now.
Mikuru20 says Atsu.
Oh, wait. Imadoki is streaming. Guys.
Williamshire says adios.
Oh, before you guys adios. Manual raid.
Mikuru20 says Atsu Lemau.
Manual raid, manual raid. Manual raid. Go to this person. Manual raid. Hey, let's go manual raid. Otsu guys.
William Schner says manual raid.
Manual raid. Wait, how can I?
Pacific 3182 says manual raid KEKW. At Deniven says okay. At Mikuru
Adios.
says see you next week as I will touch JP grass since tomorrow.
Hey.
At Pacific